Hello everybody, today is Monday morning, European time, so let's have a look at the market. That's what I like to do, to just get an overview what happened since they opened on Sunday evening, right, US time. So we see it here. This is the weekend open, right, in Forex, as you surely know. Well, sometimes you get a gap, often you don't get a gap at all, right? So here we basically see no gaps, right? As they closed on Friday evening, well, they closed on Sunday afternoon. Here we see here we see a small gap, right? US yen. Let's have a look. How do the markets develop? These are the 60-minute charts, so I can basically see the full last week plus the market open. Let's just get an idea. Okay, what is going on? Is there anything interesting going on, like a trend continuation, for example, or here we've got an S1 pattern, right? Looks like an S1 pattern, a sell-off, and now even at the Sunday open, we don't get a pullback down, or it basically continues, right? What an S1 pattern should do. So that's interesting, right? So we could see continued Euro Swiss strength, which is interesting, a surprise, because the Swiss is already overextended, right, to the upside. So it overextended in weakness. Well, let's have a look at some other pairs. What else looks interesting? Well, here as well, right? We had this sell-off on Friday evening, and then recovering, breaking to a new high. And here on Sunday, well, we just continue, right? This move, this stop line move. So that looks interesting. Well, that looks interesting. Looks like an S1 pattern, right? Currently trying to break to a new high. And let's see, what else do we have? What else is interesting? Not much here. Not much going on here. Well, this has broken the 200, and now there seems to be follow through buying, right? So once it breaks this high, there could be an opportunity, and that's just continuing its overall trends down here. The 24 or New Zealand, and this is it. This is it basically. Let's have a quick look now at those. Euro Swiss. So Euro Swiss had this pull up, right? Pull up into the 21. So it's now meeting resistance from the weekly 200, and we've got this S1 type of pattern. Well, it's not good enough to be traded, but it could break higher. So now I have to think, well, if that's an S1 and if it continues, well, we might get another momentum move of that sort, right? So we could actually break, this is a big number, by the way, it could break this level, which is a big number in the prior high. It could break this one and put in another move, and we could actually get up to the 200 or up to this last high, which would mean that, well, the 200 gets tested strongly as it did before here, right? For example, so we could see continued Swiss weakness. Let's have a look at the other Swiss pair that looked interesting. This one here, again, we had this big up run, right? So strongly testing the 21, and as it looks like now, we don't see any weakness, right? We see actually it finds support from the 200. Price finds support as well here, sorry, from the 21. Same, it finds support from the 21. And we might even break the big number and actually go to the 200, right? So we might see this to happen. Now let's have a look at the US yen. So we see yen, continued yen weakness. We even get a mini gap. This is a kind of an S1 pattern, well, not tradable. But we could see here, well, now early in the week here, that we actually attack the last high, which is a stop run level. And well, we've got a big number here, the 150 and quadruple zeros. So we could get moving here with yen weakness. And another one that was interesting, pound. So we had pound weakness. Okay, well, now it seems like this is reversing, right? So we get a snapback. So now we're getting pound strength against the cat. So what we saw here is this pullback to the 21, pulled back beyond, then found support. So now it's bouncing off. Now the moving averages have crossed over, so it looks like this is an early uptrend, right? Well, this is uptrending too. So if there's a pattern on a 15-minute or even a 5-minute, well, that's tradable. And what is tradable? Well, let's just put this as a mental reminder. What tradable is snapback, right? To the moving averages here, 21 and 200. That is in the cards here, and it would be a snapback on the weekly as well. Now the last one is 24, so odd New Zealand. So continued Australian dollar weakness against the Kiwi. But we're basically here range bound, right? And it looks like, well, now it's testing the 200. So we had tests before, so it could actually drop. We could get a big red bar week. It has already broken here, right? Prior support and resistance. So we have, we had a gap down that closed, right? And now we could get some momentum going here early in the week. Well, that's a very strong trend. Nicely respecting, right? The 21, respecting 21, dropping out of the sideways range into this free fall territory, and we even have a stop run level, right? Which is this one. It's a stop run level. So we could see something going on here. So these are the opportunities I'm going to look at basically tomorrow morning, again, Tuesday.